Once upon a time, there was a little girl who loved wearing a red cloak with a red hood. People therefore called her Little Red Riding Hood. She lived in a little cottage near the woods with her parents. Her grandmother lived in another cottage on the other side of the woods. Little Red Riding Hood's mother handed her a basket of goodies one morning. She said,
"Your grandmother is unwell. Please take this goodie basket for her. Be careful. Don't speak to strangers."
Red Riding Hood said,
Mama, don't worry, I will be careful.
Little Red Riding Hood soon left for her grandmother's house. On the way, she met a bird chirping in the woods. She stopped to greet the bird.
Hello, birdie.
As she continued her journey, she spotted a bunny. There were lovely flowers on the way, and Red Riding Hood plucked some of them. She knew her grandmother would be delighted to see them. A wolf was passing by. The sight of the little girl made him very hungry.
"What are you doing, my little girl?"
He asked Red Riding Hood.
I am plucking these flowers for my grandmother.
Red Riding Hood had forgotten that her mother had advised her against speaking to strangers. The wolf asked,
"Where does she live?"
She lives in a little cottage on the other side of the woods. She is unwell and I am visiting her with this goodie basket and flowers.
"Okay, little girl, you must visit your grandmother and cheer her up with the flowers and goodie basket."
Little Red Riding Hood marched on to the other side of the woods. The big bad wolf took a shortcut and reached Granny's house before the little girl. There was no latch on the door, and the wolf entered the house without even knocking at the door. On reaching the bedroom, the wolf found Grandma lying on a bed. The wolf caught hold of the grandmother and devoured her. Then he put on her glasses and covered his head with her cap. He pulled the curtains and lay on her bed, waiting for Little Red Riding Hood to arrive. When Little Red Riding Hood reached the cottage, she knocked at the door. Grandmother said, "Come in." The little girl was surprised to hear the voice. It sounded unfamiliar. She asked,
Grandma, what happened to your voice?
Grandmother said, "Darling, I am not feeling very well." She went to the bed and saw her grandmother lying on the bed with her cap pulled over her face, looking very strange. Grandmother said, "Come closer, darling." She went near the bed.
Oh my! Grandmother, why do your ears look so big?
"All the better to hear you with, my child," was the reply. Grandmother's eyes looked big. The little girl said,
But grandmother, what big eyes you have.
It's better to see you with, my dear.
Grandmother's hands looked different. Red Riding Hood said,
Grandmother, what big hands you have.
All the better to hug you with, my dear.
Oh, but grandmother, what big teeth you have.
All the better to eat you with.
The little girl was shocked at these words.
Help! Help!
The wolf sprang out of bed. He caught hold of Red Riding Hood and swallowed her in one go. Then he sat on Grandma's chair with his large belly. A woodsman was just passing by the house when he heard the little girl's voice. He entered the house to see what was wrong. He found the wolf sitting on Granny's chair with a big belly. The woodsman caught the wolf and turned him upside down. He shook the wolf. The wolf opened his mouth and out came Red Riding Hood, followed by her grandmother. The wolf fled for life and was never to be seen again. The little girl exclaimed,
Thank you for saving our life.
You are welcome.
said the woodsman.
I was passing by when I heard you shouting for help.
Red Riding Hood was very happy to meet her grandmother. Now that the big bad wolf was gone, the forest became a safe place for little Red Riding Hood. She could play in the woods, catch butterflies, and talk to birds again. The moral of the story is, we should never trust strangers because even a very friendly stranger may have bad intentions.